Okay, so that's four. We've got four so far. We've got the solid fill, we've got the gradient, we've got the the picture, and we've got one more which escapes me right now. But as it stands now you can do one more, and you can choose any one of the four that we've done so far. Okay, so it was the texture. It was texture, gradient, picture, and solid fill. So you got one more here, and you can do any one of those four. And so I love the picture one. I think the picture one is great. So I'm going to do the picture one. I'm going to choose this one because, again, it's a rectangular picture, but I want to show you something special about this. So let's just go ahead and do the thing right here. So we're just going to go Format Picture. You can see how hard this is. Copy the picture. Go up here to Picture, Clipboard, delete the picture. There's our, I'm just going to move this over for a second. There's our picture. I'll move this up so it's out of the way. And I'll move this and stretch it out so we can read it. And I'll take out the background graphic because it kind of takes away from the picture here. Okay. And so let's see what it looks like. There you go. That looks very cool. Okay, now, if I don't say so myself. Now, so let's just show you the last part about this, which is these here. Now, it won't work for texture or gradient or pattern fill, but where it says picture corrections right here, see this, you can click on that and you can do all kinds of interesting things to the picture that you have there. So if I click on presets, it changes a little. Did you see how it changed it just a little bit? Here, watch. I just undid. Now I'm going to do it one more time. That's just a preset. So it gave it a much more defined look. That's the same thing as if you go over here to sharpen. And again, I'm going to undo. It's the same thing as what this is right here, which is soften, which makes it blurrier, or sharpen, which makes it a lot more defined. And if I go all the way up with sharpen, you can see it really just kind of makes it much more defined. So I'm just going to go with that. Same thing with brightness and contrast. Contrast makes the brights brighter and the darks darker. And you can see, excuse me, going one way with contrast makes it icky looking. The other way, at a certain point, it looks interesting and then it just kind of gets washed out. So, I mean, you can do it if you want, but I'm just going to bring it up a little bit. And of course, brightness and dark, making it darker is not going to make it much better. So, you can mess with it, or you can just click on reset. And it brings it, that's the original there, but I like the sharpening, so I'm going to sharpen it just a little bit here because I really thought that was cool. Okay, then we can go over here to picture color. And with picture color, you've got things called saturation and temperature. Of course, you've got the presets again, or you can just go up here. Saturation, here you can see, ooh, that looks nice, so I'm going to do that. And temperature, if I go this way, or this way, so cooler, blue, and then darker, it gives it a much more richer thing. And then recolor, I'm not going to use that, but here's the original in the corner. And it doesn't give you a preview, but I could click on that and it would do, it's not that interesting. Recolor to me is just a solid color, so I'm going to say undo on that, Control Z. Okay, so now I've kind of tweaked it all those ways, and then you've got artistic effects. And artistic effects, you can do strange things like this. Not so interesting. Control Z. But some of them are actually very cool. Look at this one. Different, not necessarily my cup of tea. Okay, gives it that sort of hand-drawn look. Let's see. Okay, this gives you a very stylized look. Let's take a look at that just for fun. Yeah, I don't know if you'd want to use that just because it's like, what's going on in this picture? I just see a bunch of lines. So I just kind of like it like this. You don't have to use these effects. If you're doing a second picture and you want to try something else, you can. play with this. It's kind of fun. Sometimes it's interesting, sometimes it's not. I don't particularly like that either. I think I'm just going to stick with this. I'm going to close it, and there you go. It's different from when I started it. So your fifth one is whichever one you want, and that's how you do backgrounds, and enjoy.